Yo, Habibis, welcome back for another video. Hope everybody's doing good. I got you guys something else beside Matrix, and I think it'll be a pretty cool video for people that just recently got Ezareth and Velisse. And then we just had a Beelzebub banner, so if you ended up getting Beelzebub, this video is gonna be great for you. It's a Gear Raid stage, Gear Raid 1 stage 23/24. You can use the same method for both. And we're showcasing Ezareth with Velisse, and then I guess you can use your Beelzebub that you just got. And yeah, this is gonna be a good video. Ezareth is OP, and you pair him with Velisse, you're gonna dominate GR1 and most parts of the game. So let's just get straight into it. Alright guys, so let's get into the gear before I show the run. The gear is just not the craziest on some of the heroes like Naza. Ymrit is this auto equip. You're not even going to use Ymrit or Nastia, but if you really wanted to gear them, you can just run Nastia and a Soulbound or Hell's Lament, and then a Ymrit can be an Infernal, Soulbound, or Cataclysm, whatever you have leftover gear with. You don't want to gear them the best. Ireless, with TS, Ireless can be substituted with Elwyn. You kind of do need that rage regen. Yeah, it was a simple build. I just, just are simple Wings of Grace. Beelzebub is an Invig. If you do have a really good leftover set of Wings of Grace, and you got this exclusive, run that. You want high speed. Again, this auto equip build is not even what I usually run. Like, you're missing a bunch of stats. But yeah, high attack, speed. Don't really care about the rage, but you do want some HP so he doesn't die. Zealous, my boy, Zealous, great hero. Exclusive. You don't really even care about attack speed on him because his basic attack doesn't rely on attack speed, but yeah, you want a decent amount for the ultimate. Okay, and you can see right here, see, attack speed doesn't affect basic attack, but here you want some attack speed for the AoE damage here. These, you're gonna get some. Ezareth, Soulbound, or Cataclysm. Here in this part, you can either run Frigid or Eye of Sin. I mean, he's really not gonna take damage behind the wall, but I just have him in my Matrix build. Magda, you're probably not even going to use Magda, but if you are using decent gear, not the end game, you can run Magda in a Soulbound or Hell's Lament set or a Cataclysm. Same thing for Release, the same 3 sets, but we are running with a Cursed Cult. Pretty nasty ring right here. And then we got Tear of Twilight for her. So yeah, that's the team. You can substitute. You don't need Dia-chan. You can run Valara. If you got Valara. I'm just trying to make this a little more accessible. We're showcasing the new heroes. Valara will steal the spotlight right away. So, and yeah, let's just get into the setup now. All right, let's get a first try. Team is just so easy to use. And hopefully by now people know how to use Ezareth. I mean, in the beginning it was kind of awkward because you have to non-stop swap, but the visuals are there for you to keep up with it. Okay, so we're actually going to place our Zealous first in this tile so he gets a full range for his anti-heal. And then we can place Beelzebub right behind. And then we're just gonna wait till we get enough cost for Velisse. Alright. Then we're gonna place our Velisse right here. And then we're gonna grab our Dia-chan and place her right here and swap her stance. And then when I don't know, most endgame players, late game know this, but if you're mid game, early game, the Forsaken Totem puts a buff of heals onto the enemies. So that's when you want to, around the halfway of the bar, you want to use your Zealous So right here, use your Zealous. We can use our Bezel, and then we can use our Velisse. Okay. And then when you get enough cost, we're going to place our Ezareth in the middle. And then we're going to swap so he can steal the summons from Velisse. And we're just going to hold off. Right when you get your healer, in this case we're using Ireless so we can buff our Ezareth. But if you're using Elwyn, you can still place Elwyn facing left, but then you place your Ezareth to the right corner so he can get Elwyn's Invig buff. Okay. Pretty simple. We can use Velisse again here, and then we can use Ezareth's mode to start doing damage. We can use Bezel here. And I really don't want to use anybody else here. I just want to showcase how good they are, but if you are running Magda, we're just going to put a Magda right here to give some penetration buff to everybody and just get a little bit knockbacks. I don't want to use, in this specific comp, I'm not going to try to use another damage dealer. I just want to show you how much damage he does on his own. So now that he has no, you can tell these 5 diamond looking eye shapes. If it's all grayed out, he needs to stack, so you can use your Velisse. Then we can use our Ezareth to steal the summons, absorb it, right? Eat them up. And then halfway, we're going to use our Zealous here. Put anti-heal, and then we can use our Magda ultimate. And then we can use our Ezareth. Now that there's 5, right? Orbs right there, or they're all purple. You can use his ultimate, and then we can use our Velisse as well here. And then we can consume these summons by Velisse to get the max stacks again. And you can see we're not even using these 3 heroes. You probably don't even need Magda if you are endgame, but it is what we're doing. We can use our Ezareth here. We're going to save Zealous's ultimate here. Don't really want to use it. I want to save it. Okay. We can actually use our... No, we're going to save it. And we're going to use our Magda here. Velisse, and then we're going to absorb again to get Ezareth to 5 stacks just in time for this coming wave. And then now we're going to use Zealous. Right when these guys, this is when I usually want to time Zealous as anti-heal, is when these big guys right here start moving. So halfway we're going to use it. Use Zealous, use Velisse, use Bezel. And to be honest with you, if you wanted to make this a better run, you could bring, you could mess around with it to somehow get Ezareth in Bezel's range so he gets a damage boost, but we don't really need it here. Okay, so once he's at 1 stack, we're actually gonna start absorbing here, get to the max stacks. We can use our Velisse, and then we can use Ezareth's stance. Hopefully we get Zealous just in time. Yes, we do. We're actually gonna, we don't have to swap Diao stance here. Ireless is doing her job. If it was Elwyn, you might want to swap Diao so everybody survives the damage there. And we're gonna swap Ezareth again to get the max stacks. And then now he's at max, we can use him. And we can use Velisse again. And you can see how OP this is. Like, we didn't even, honestly, we didn't even need Magda here. We didn't even need Magda. So, that's okay. Zealous dies. It's all good. Again, if somebody's dying, you can swap the out stance, but I don't even think my Zealous had enough HP. If your Zealous is dying, or whatever anti-heal, right? If you use an Artemis, put more HP on it. Okay, we can use Bezel. We're going to swap Ezareth. We can use Velisse. And then we can use our Ezareth. Use our Magda. And yeah, I mean, simple team. Easy. If you got these heroes, you're just flying, bro. You just got to watch for the Ezareth swaps right here. And then we're going to swap it right here. Okay. And yeah, this should be a GG's. Simple, easy. You got these heroes. We didn't even need 3 of the heroes. And the only thing we could have done better is just run Zealous and a little bit more HP. And that's pretty good. That's a nice, actually, drop for us right here. But yeah, follow this team. Let me know how you guys do. Ezareth is pretty cool. I mean, if I was going to do this on I'm probably going to redo it to try to get a faster run. But I would for sure just take out place in my Valara, and I run this exact composition, to be honest with you. But the thing is that the bottom tile right here, it's very hard to have a hero here, like a mage. I don't think there is a mage, or if there is, I am wrong, but it's really hard to get a mage to do damage here. And Ireless needs to be here to heal everybody. And you can't place Beazle here, so you're really limited on the spot, so that's why I run Diao. So if you're running Diao, you probably don't even need the Magda. You can just put your Nizah, Ezareth, Valara, and you just nuke the whole wave. So if you enjoyed this video, drop a like, drop a comment, join the Discord if you need any help on the game, or you just want to join the community. I'll catch you guys for another video. Peace.